Welcome to Yellow Skunk Farms, everybody. Quick disclaimer, this is a 21-year-old and up channel, so if you're not 21 years or older, please leave the channel now. Appreciate it. And we'll start off, as you can see, we added pond liner yesterday. Double ply, it's actually 42 mil, so that's 42 mil rubber pond liner. And we double plied that because we had enough, and it was actually pretty cheap. It's only 260 bucks delivered for enough 45 or 42 mil pond liner, and we could double it up. I think it was like 15 feet by 25 feet roll for 260 on Amazon. And we just, you can see us put it in actually over on, took like 20 minutes, 25 minutes to actually unroll it outside, cut it, bring it in here, lay it out, push the sides in, and stack a few rocks. The rocks that you see on top are not concreted in, they're just sitting there holding it. So they're just sitting there holding that pond plastic. So we got plenty of plastic to come up in here and set rock on and concrete that in. So we're good to go. This is basically the same. We brought it up a lot higher than this one over here, but you know, it is what it is. We don't have to worry about water leaking out, or you know, we are going to have a pond in here, so there'll be a pond just like this over here. So there'll be a pond, and then we'll pump up water. So the pond will be right there somewhere-ish. Probably that big old spot right there. Right in that corner there. This way we can, when we come in, we'll be able to lean over the wall, be able to get to anything in the pond right through there. We'll pump up water up the hill. Come on back down. And enter the creek. Back around into the pond. So, the pond, yeah, we'll probably start it right in here. That way we can run. We still need, you know, we don't want a long hose running around. So we need to position the pond back in where we can put a pump in and run a line up through the rocks. We'll just build it into the rock, but we got to remember, we got to be able to get to the pump. We got to be able to get to clean the pump, to be able to remove the line if we need to. So we need to plan ahead for all of this, you know. So I learned a lot from building this one over here. So now I know that we can, what I need to do, what I don't need to do, basically when it comes to entering the pond, cleaning the pump, positioning the pump where I need it to be, to where I can reach it easily, clean it easily. So you can see where we've started. You can see this is going to come up. So we're going to start adding river rock right through here. We'll just fade it in and come on up. Probably all the way up into this area here, and then work it on down, back down into here, and then we'll build this up. So at the bottom here, the first thing we're going to go into here is going to be a nice big pea gravel. So there are different sizes to pea gravel. You can get a big pea gravel, you can get a small tiny pea gravel, you can get all the way almost to like looks almost like a sand particle. And that's kind of what it is, but that's what we want to do. We want to build a nice pea gravel, then a finer pea gravel, all the way till we get to that sand, silt, and clay layer that we bring in from the reservoir. So once we build our pea, and then our finer pea, the finer pea will fill in the bigger pea. All we're trying to do is fill gaps. So we want to go big stone, little stone, all the way to the silt, to the clay. The clay is the finest particle. Once we get up into that layer, When the sand, silt, and clay comes in, the clay layer is the top that goes on top, and then the soil comes in. And then that will slowly mix, but no soil will ever get down into that pea gravel. That's the whole key. As long as over time, you got to remember these things are going to be breaking down, but that sand, silt, and clay that we bring from the reservoir is already broken down. It isn't going to break down any further. It's been there for thousands and thousands of years. So it's just going to sit there on top of that pea gravel where all that moisture can run through into the lower half and sit on this pond plastic and wait for the roots. The roots can penetrate everything, so there is no barrier liner there stopping roots, but that clay layer will stop that soil from going down into that water. And basically we're creating different horizontal layered soil system that the roots can then go in from the soil, then tap into that clay, and then tap into the sand and silt, and then go all the way down to the bottom, hopefully, and wick that water up from the bottom. That clean water that's been filtered through the sand, the silt, and the clay. Doesn't matter if it's not aerated or not. It's been cleaned. It's not sitting in gunk. It's not anaerobic. And it's sitting in things that are meant to be sitting in water. What's up, Pooter? So that's the whole idea behind the new garden. We're going to just plant like a tomato plant. We'll have carrots, peas, turnips, radishes. We might even end up growing maybe a watermelon. I mean, we're going to have vines. Like all this will be covered. Like we're going to cover that black up. I'm just waiting to do all the touch-up work till after we finish construction. I try and keep the place as clean as possible. I clean up after myself after every day. So try and keep it as clean as possible, but it is a construction zone for now, and yeah, we do our best. But we got plenty of room to walk through here. I can walk through here 2-footed, no problem. I'll be able to get over to here, no problem. Once we build this up, I'll be able to lean over and get to any of that. I'll be able to lean over to get into the center here. I'll be able to walk around the side to be able to, so I'll be able to reach over to get to anything I need to get. The creek will be accessible to any spot I need to be, or if I need to get anywhere. We can always, I was thinking we might need a spot here, but we could always put a spot right here where the creek turns. The creek is going to have to turn. So there's 2 creek walls. There's a creek wall on the inside and the outside. So you have an inside wall and an outside wall, and that creek walls will come around and turn right here. So this corner right here, we could put a lip, concreted lip here where we can step. And we'll have full access. We'll be able to step here, maybe step there, and go into the center if we need to. Just like over here, we did the same. We can remove this. These rocks are the only ones that are not, like I just have these sitting here, but I can step. There's a step here. This is where the new wall came in, but I made a step here. You can step here, and then you can come over here, and there's a step right here underneath this grass. Like there's a step right there. I can step right on that and get over to there if I need to. So I do it all the time. I can just go step, step, hold on to the ceiling while I'm standing, and then just pick whatever I need to pick. I mean, it's delicate, but I don't have to go over there much. Our monstera is a monster. I have pulled it back. I've got lines pulling it back over there, but it just keeps going and going. Growing and growing. We got our new one down here looking good. Definitely has rooted in, or got some roots going. It's not dying. That's a good thing. I see Digger. He's up in his hole right there, up in his cave. Cooter is chilling. I haven't seen Scoot. Oh, there's Scooter. What's up, Scoot? You hiding back there, girl? Looking good though. Pond is looking crystal clear. We added in some super labs into the creek. And that's just lactic acid bacteria with some spirulina algae powder. We let ferment for like a week, and then just take a shot glass and pour it in. It's supposed to be really good. It's the first time I've ever used super. I've used lab all the time. I love the lactic acid bacteria. I just added the spirulina that was from Potent Ponics, from Steven over at Potent Ponics. If you don't know Steven Reisner, he's over at Potent Ponics, and he's an aquaponics guy. Knows way more than I could ever imagine. I don't even try to kind of keep up with his type of knowledge, but when he does give out some recipes, I listen, that's for sure. And the Super Labs was something that he came out with, it's been a while now, but he posted a recipe on his YouTube channel, Potent Ponics. You can go, I posted it on my channel as well. You can just go to my posts and see the natural farming inputs and hear all about it. This is that Phrase Marmalade from Jolly Pond Farm, and it is super terpy. Can't wait for the seeds. It is just, it's getting that funk to it. It really is getting that funky, wild smell to it. It was cotton candy, now it's like burnt rubber, cotton candy, gassy. And it's got seeds all over it. Oops, sorry for my... This one over here is way more cottony. Like a berry-ish, like a berry. That one in the center is like a berry and a rubbery, funky bubblegum, Trident bubblegum type thing going on. This one over here is just all over the place. It is super terps, full of seeds. Let me go down here and get a seed and see if we can check one out. If I can get it out of the case. It should just fall out, so it's definitely not ready. But it is. There it is. You see, it's still got a little green tip, but it's got some nice looking tiger stripes going. Whoops. And then this one over here is the lemon lime. Seeds galore. Let's see if we come down here and grab it. Oh, that one just fell right off. God, that's lemony. Whew. Funky. Well, I got all that other stuff on me now too. But that's a good looking seed. That's a good looking seed. It's not all black. Whoop. Whoop. There's another one sitting right here on the... See, that one's white. That one's not looking good. That one was already falling off. That one's empty. I like them when they're tiger striped and kind of darkish, fat. That's what they're supposed to be. The fatter the seed, the more juice and more stuff is in it to help that seed germinate. Everything is in that seed that it needs. All you gotta do is add water. That's what we're talking about. And this is day 65, I believe. Yeah, 65. So another 5 days, I'd say, 5 to 10 days, and we're bringing these jewels down. This one might have 10 days because it's still looking green as all hell and plump. The bud is very nice. Nice and tight. It's got that funky lemon lime, but it's not as strong as that one over there in the corner. This one's bigger, nicer, but that one over there is funkier. But other than that, everything looks pretty good. I'm gonna be working on this. So if you'd like to come over to Yellow Skunk Pond Gardens, that's our new channel. We'll be doing something over there. I can't still go live. I don't know why it won't let me go live. I haven't figured that out yet. It lets me go live on this channel, but for some reason or another, I guess because it's for kids, I gotta do something to make it where I can go live for the kids. So I might just do away with the whole kid thing and just try and keep the cannabis out. If you keep the cannabis out, they'll let you put it out there. But when you put 4 kids, everything fucking changes. You can't cuss, you can't do shit. And that's kind of not me. So I like to cuss. So especially when I stub a toe or smash a finger, shit like that, you know what I mean? And which is gonna happen in this motherfucker here. But we've got some rock that we can stack up. We've got to go get some more of this, but we've got some yellow rock. We're gonna have to go get more of this. We'll probably do that today. It's probably a good idea, so we can go ahead and throw some crete down. We're gonna have to throw crete down on this top layer just to hold the pond liner in. So once we crete from here on out, that's holding the pond liner, and then we can bring in the pea gravel. Once we bring in the pea gravel, that'll just hold everything in, set everything in. As we bring it up, holds the pond liner to the side, and voila, good to go. So I appreciate everybody hanging out. And today is Friday. Oh yeah, happy Friday. Hope everybody has a great Friday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.